thing. Make we live good today for a better tomorrow. Talk it out. Don't fight it out. The time by the Ministry of National Security is
6:30.
Dr. Christopher Tufton has been hailed by many as one of the instrumental figures behind the transformation of Jamaica's health sector. His patient-centered approach has led to a number of initiatives and services across hospitals and other health facilities. The minister has, however, been the subject of scathing criticisms by others, particularly the opposition People's National Party, as not doing enough to lead a failed health sector, including the much talk about dead babies. On Sunday, the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, announced the date for the general election, September 3rd, 2025, with its nomination date this coming Monday, August 18, 2025. That platform was also used to play a recording, allegedly the voice of KD Knight, speaking to the suitability of Mark Golding as Prime Minister of Jamaica, a claim denied by Knight, who has threatened Dr. Tufton with a lawsuit, claiming the recording to be a malicious fabrication. We have a lot to unpack this evening with the Minister of Health and, of course, the chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party general election campaign, Dr. Christopher Tufton. So look out, stick with us. Lead story starts now.
Save when you charge your electric vehicle with JPS. It's even more affordable than gas. Our Charge and Go network offers the fastest electric vehicle chargers, so you can power up in as little as 30 minutes. With over 39 charging points island-wide, you'll always find a convenient place to shop, eat, work, or relax while you recharge. The Charge Lab app and Charge and Go RFID card make it easy to pay and track your charge right from your phone. Start charge. Learn more at jps.com/charge and go.
BCIC is giving up to $5 million in free content insurance.
We've developed a free online calculator. So anybody in Jamaica, any homeowner can go on to BCIC online. You don't even have to be a BCIC customer, and it will give you a building value.
When you update your home's rebuilding cost with our online calculator, you'll get $5 million in free content insurance and up to 12 months to pay your premium.
If you're not insured, go get it now. Better to be safe than sorry.
We want a piece for Jamaica. Yeah. Yo, what are you?
Oh man, no, no, brother, no, man,
You don't see you ever play ref? No, game,
yeah, but a little ball game. No, I said, place when you come from, brother, I want to live good, man. I want to live good, Bridging. No shake hand, I can play a little ball, Bridging.
Really have to shake hand?
Yeah, man, and no badness, Bridging. Just live good, man.
That's it. Come together as one and make the violence done.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
From politics to global events, from social issues to breaking news, Lead Story Prime dives deeper, cuts through the noise, and uncovers the stories that shape your world. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Lead Story Prime with me, George Davis, for an hour of incisive analysis, expert interviews, and unparalleled coverage of the issues you care about. Lead Story Prime, your front row seat to the most compelling discussions. Lead Story Prime, where the truth comes first. Only on CVM TV.
everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace, Singer, and IslandNet Services.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction, 'cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard, and the music keeps on playing, and the people them I say we are my show tonight.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Is it front left puncture, was it? Or rear left?
Rear left. I think he's got front left suspension damage as well or something, hasn't he? It doesn't look like it's completely square.
That's frustrating. Yeah. Well, he got tagged and he went twice. We're going to try and take a look at it in a minute once he's crossed the line. Here comes Fraser. Unfortunately, that's...
The election date has been called. If you don't know, if you didn't hear it before, it's September 3rd, 2025, with nomination day being Monday, August 18, 2025. Now, of course, in elections, we do have the expectation, the anticipation, if you may, that there will be a bit of cascas, some would say, or a bit of tit for tat, a bit of back and forth when the gloves now are off and both parties, the People's National Party, the opposition, and the ruling Jamaica Labour Party, the government, they're now in the ring, tussling to see if the Jamaica Labour Party can secure a third term or the People's National Party can get an upset. But who do we have here? We have the Minister of Health and Wellness and the Member of Parliament for West Central St. Catherine, Dr. Christopher Tufton, who is here not in those capacities, but as the chairman of the JLP's re-election campaign. Welcome, Dr. Tufton.
Hi, how are you?
Good having you here, even though I see that you're clad in your green, with your green hat and your green shirt.
Sorry.
Yes, he's at a political meeting. But Dr. Tufton, KD Knight would have released from his lawyers a letter saying that he's instructing them to take actions against you based on the recording that was played at the mass rally on Sunday. What do you say to that?
Well, I've not gotten any documents, but as soon as I get, if I get, then I'll respond. We played a tape that has been in the public domain for well over 4, maybe 5 years. It was never refuted, never denied, never challenged. There are other manuscripts in the public domain, in other media, that speaks to KD's intent and expressions of distrust towards Mark Golding, leader of the PNP, and it certainly demonstrates his own feelings towards him. And what we have played is a tape that is his voice, and we're confident in that. And what I did on the platform was to say that there are many people who don't trust Mark Golding, and it's not me said so. Listen, and he expressed it, and he expressed it quite clearly. So I'm not worried. If he feels aggrieved, if he's embarrassed about it, it's an election time, it's a sensitive time, so be it. But it is what it is during this campaign season. The issue of trust around Andrew Holness has been a major plank of their campaign. I believe we're well entitled to speak to the trust around them and their leader, and that's what we have done.
So, Dr. Tufton, there's swirling around in the social media space a tape that they say is the original tape. Did you or did you not hear the original tape of what KD Knight would have said at that time about Mark Golding?
Well, I just came off a radio program where a tape was played. The question is, which one is the original one? Because I'm not prepared to accept that a tape has been in the public space that we retrieved, that has been around for a while, and we played it. But assuming that it is a different context of how the tape was played, assuming that, and that's a big assumption, the reality is that the messaging remains. KD Knight, and he has not denied it, expressed himself, it's his voice, and his voice is that many people are distrustful of Mark Golding as a leader. And as I said, other narratives support that context where he himself is quoted as challenging his ethical behavior as it relates to fundraising for the organization. That was during, of course, a period of some internal race. That is public knowledge. That is out there. And what we did was just put it out there to reaffirm our own belief that he's not suitable to lead this country, certainly when compared to Andrew Holness, who has led it for the better part of nearly 10 years.
We're going for my break, and then after this break, we'll have more from Dr. Christopher Tufton, chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party's re-election campaign.
It's the dawn of a new day, and the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation is shaping a future filled with opportunities and limitless possibilities. The government is building the foundation for a thriving tomorrow through strategic billion-dollar investments that fuel industries, facilitate an environment for job creation, and empower communities to rise. We are transforming Jamaica with world-class sustainable infrastructure, creating a nation where every Jamaican can achieve more and build a lasting legacy. The Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, investing today, building a future for tomorrow.
Jamaica is paving the way to becoming a republic. Or future or choice. The time by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs is
6:45.
You know what's sweet? You know what's the new pack sweet living promotion? Win great prizes. Send in 5 new pack labels. Fill out the tagline. New pack, more than just value. Time for live sweet. Enter the new pack sweet living promotion. July 13th to September 6th. See the press for more details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
BCIC is giving up to $5 million in free content insurance.
We've developed a free online calculator. So anybody in Jamaica, any homeowner can go on to BCIC online. You don't even have to be a BCIC customer, and it will give you a building value.
When you update your home's rebuilding cost with our online calculator, you'll get $5 million in free content insurance and up to 12 months to pay your premium.
If you're not insured, go get it now. Better to be safe than sorry.
Welcome back. If you're just joining me, I'm talking to Dr. Christopher Tufton. You all should know him, but in this capacity, he is chairing the JLP's re-election campaign. And of course, we've been having this conversation about a recording that was played at Mr. KD Knight, attorney at law. He would have said that that is not the context. Now, Dr. Tufton, in any leadership election, whether JLP or PNP, you will have things that are said. I know you, for one, remember when, they took a recording of you and it was what was played as a part of the elections a couple of years ago. Are you saying then, Dr. Tufton, that using the words of comrades to describe their own leaders and the people in the sphere is fair game for the elections?
Well, of course. I mean, this is not a slip of the tongue, if I were to give a kind of manner of speaking. This is a very calculated, very deliberate expression around what is being felt by many, as reported or stated by KD Knight. And what he's saying is that because of the distrust, there is a lack of unity, and that distrust is because of the persons not having confidence or trusting Mark Olin. That is very germane to an election campaign. It's very, very germane. And they're saying it, not us. We are saying it too, but I mean, they are coming out of the belly of the beast, so to speak, and they have made that he has made that commentary. Now, again, the tape that was played by him on another program and the tape that we played is one in the same. What he's contending is that, I don't know, maybe he never meant it that way, but he did very clearly express that there are persons who are distrustful of Mark Olin. And to my mind, the message that he transmitted is one in the same. And again, we know of a tape that existed for nearly 4.5 years, was never challenged, never refuted, never condemned. And we know of other narratives from him, KD Knight, which expresses a significant lack of confidence in Mark Olin. So for him now to come to pretend that somehow that's not his intention, or he may be insinuating that he has no such feeling, would be, to my mind, to be misleading the public, because he has expressed that not just in terms of what would have come out of the tape, but in other contexts and situations.
But it's election time now, so KD Knight will come out and defend himself. His daughter is running in St. Andrew. I want to switch the conversation, though, Minister, to say that, where are you now, Minister?
I am in a place called Paul Mountain up in St. Catherine, up in the hills of St. Catherine.
You're up in the hills of St. Catherine. All right, Minister. Yesterday they were asking questions about the manifesto. Today you're saying the manifesto is 100% ready. Of course, today the PMP would be at Pegasus, probably still right now, enjoying their time, launching their manifesto, finally showing Jamaicans what they've been thinking about for the past couple of years, what their plans would be if they were to form government. When would we expect, Dr. Tufton, to see the JLP's manifesto?
Well, as I've said already, for the record, is that we have a very different program and plan than the other side. I mean, they have decided to launch their manifesto. Good for them. We certainly anticipate and look forward to seeing it and what it is saying. We had never planned to launch on their timeline. We are a government that has been in office for nearly 10 years. We have to show what we have done, and we have prioritized that in the first instance, and that has been put out there. There are other things that we're going to be doing, which you will hear soon, and then eventually the manifesto will come. And it's our strategy, our approach, our program. What we can reassure the public is that we do have plans for the future.
All right, I think we're
to be informed appropriately.
All right, you broke up there, Minister. Can you give me that last sentence? Dr. Tufton, you hearing me clearly?
I'm saying that at an appropriate time.
Yes.
Hear me? I said at an appropriate time, we will table our manifesto. There are some other things that we want to do before that. And we're going to work with our program because we have a different timeline than the opposition. So we look forward to seeing what they have, but there are other things that we will have to do. And we do have a manifesto and it's ready and will be tabled at the right time.
You're in St. Catherine, Minister. That's also your place at this time as well. How is it looking over there, noting that the People's National Party, if they are to form government, they need a couple of seats from St. Catherine?
We're confident. We have done the work. We have several of the seats in the parish of St. Catherine. We have others that we are targeting that we don't currently hold. And the party is ready. We're working hard on the ground and we have results to show. So we look forward to the contest when that time comes.
So are you saying, Minister, we should expect more than 49? I don't, I don't know if anybody put the question to you like that, Minister.
I believe all 63 qualify to be good MPs on our side. We know it's a competitive race. We know there are some that are more competitive than others, but we're certainly going to give it our best shot.
Yeah, so, yeah. All right, the best shot, Minister, as there is a voter turnout in 2016, it was, 400,000 plus on both sides, and the Jamaica Labour Party won. In 2020, the Jamaica Labour Party kept 400,000 but lost about 30,000 votes, and the PNP lost about 102,000 votes in 2020. Based on how the PNP would have worked in the past couple of years, of course, we'd expect them to pick those votes back up in traditionally strong PNP areas. Now, in the western end of the island, what do you see coming out of the western end of the island from your campaign?
I think that as a government, we have done outstandingly well, given all the circumstances. We had to face a pandemic. We had to face, several other major challenges, and we have come out with lowest unemployment, greatest job creation, lowest poverty rate, murders down by 30%, rural water, 500,000 people trained. I mean, there's so much that Jamaicans, everyday Jamaicans, have benefited from. We are campaigning on a record of performance, and we're proud of the performance. We're not saying we're perfect. We have work to do, and that's why it's important to continue that process. When we compare with the alternative, we have done far more and far more benefits to Jamaicans than they have done in any period of time that they have been there. And on that basis, we say we have done more for you, and we continue to lobby and to ask humbly the Jamaican people to give us another opportunity to lead for the next 5 years. So that all of that translates to constituents benefiting, and by extension, our candidates being more preferred, we hope, than the alternative. And we're going to be campaigning on our record to put our best approach to retaining the seats that we have and to gain additional seats.
My final question to you, Dr. Tufton. I've been having some conversations, and persons would have been skeptical of the Prime Minister's move when he was distributing the record of achievements a couple of weeks ago. Persons are skeptical again of how long he spoke before he announced the election date, and say, why did he need to say so much? They're saying he's campaigning like he is in opposition. Dr. Tufton, is the Jamaica Labour Party campaigning harder than they campaigned to win in 2016?
Well, look at it this way. We are not taking anything for granted. We're certainly not taking the people of Jamaica for granted. We have a case to be made, and we're not assuming that everybody, even if they have benefited in one way or the other, will have a sort of full appreciation. Where they do, we're happy, but we're going to take all the necessary precaution to make that case. Whether it is more than in 2016, I don't necessarily think so. It was a hard campaign in 2016. But we have been in government for 10 years. So it's an incumbent government, and we have to demonstrate that the incumbency, the legacy was worth it, and the journey should continue. So it's a different context, and we have to adjust the campaign to the context that we are confronting. The other side can just criticize. They don't have anything to show and have not shown much except being critical. We can't do that because we'll be criticizing ourselves, clearly. We have to show results, and we have shown results, which is why that achievement document was so important, and getting it across the country was so important. So we don't watch others. We don't watch what they're doing. We know what our plans are, and we stick to those plans.
Thank you for joining us, Dr. Tufton. He is a Member of Parliament for West Central St. Catherine, also the Minister of Health and Wellness, and the chair of the Jamaica Labour Party's campaign committee. And he joined us to share with us about a number of important matters. Thank you for your time, Minister. So for those who watch us, of course, we've heard Dr. Tufton. He said, listen, KD Knight said what he said. It's in the public forum.